Ideally, loans are structured such that the borrower has capital and flexibility to pursue its business goals, while the lender receives adequate compensation within its risk tolerance. Despite the best efforts of the parties involved, loan defaults can occur, especially when economic conditions become more challenging. There are two types of defaults: technical defaults and payment defaults. A technical default is more common and occurs when a borrower is in breach of a loan covenant. Less common, but more so a material issue, is a payment default that is triggered when a borrower misses an interest or principal payment. In both instances, lenders have a number of options they may pursue, though the emphasis typically is on creating conditions that enable a borrower to succeed without compromising the interests of the lender and its investors. How lenders proceed in the event of a default depends on factors, including the severity of the default, the sponsor's level of support, and the borrower's ongoing viability. Taking possession of the collateral or the company as a whole, while possible, is typically viewed as a last resort, as is accelerating the loan and forcing the borrower into bankruptcy. More often, the lender will negotiate with the borrower and its sponsor to provide relief in exchange for some form of compensation, such as a fee, wider spreads, or additional covenants. There are a few levers a lender can pull on if a credit becomes stressed. A simple covenant waiver can give a borrower facing transitory cash flow issues added flexibility, as would an injection of cash by the borrower's private equity sponsor. An amend and extend transaction enables borrowers to push out the maturity of a portion of their debt when lending conditions make refinancing more challenging. A payment-in-kind amendment allows the borrower to convert some portion of its interest payments into additional debt that is then added to the loan's principal rather than making cash payments to the lender. More severe payment of default may result in a restructuring of the borrower's debt and in some cases its bankruptcy. Chapter 7 bankruptcy results in the liquidation of the borrower's assets and the distribution of the proceeds to lenders according to seniority. While Chapter 11 bankruptcy provides the borrower some protection from its creditors while it restructures its debt and continues operating, a distressed exchange agreement in which a borrower exchanges its existing debt for new debt of lower value is a potential alternative to Chapter 11 that avoids the time and expense of bankruptcy court.